What is up, Thrift Fam? Welcome back to another episode of Good Game Grabs, and more importantly, welcome back to the wonderful Thrift Dungeon. You may notice behind me that some shelves are cleared out, and yes, I finally got my act together for the most part with this shelf. If you guys know, this was kind of my just vomit of thrifted things that was either related to video game stuff, mostly video game stuff, and just sort of stuff that I was collecting over time, like Legos and stuff like that for resale and whatnot and so forth. But anyway, now it is housing our clothing. Guys, before we dive into today's episode, Zesty and I would like to take a minute and thank all of you guys, the new subscribers, especially coming on into the channel, helping us hit 2,000 subs. We're so close. So if you haven't already, please consider hitting that sub button down below. We'd really appreciate it. We were trying to hit 2,000 before the new year, but you know what? If we can hit it right after the new year, we'd be just as happy. We really appreciate it, guys. Check this out, guys. Oh, it's just beautiful. We may need one more light over here just to kind of make it a little bit brighter, but it works out for now. You guys can see that I have my numbered boxes. I don't know why I put through 33 here, because we can obviously tell that 34 starts here. So there was no point in putting 33 there. But this also is a nice way. I can just, when I condense some inventory, I can then remarket whatever is in there at the time. So that'll be nice. One box of clothing. This was actually anything that's unmarked. When I first started selling clothing, I literally just had a box and I was like, I'm going to put some stuff in this box. So eventually over time, this will, be depleted and we'll have everything in these bags and numbered and all that good stuff. So that was New Year, New Me Part 1. Are you feeling New Year, New Me, Tuna? I can tell. Enjoy the grate. So moving on is my death pile. I have been really on top of my death pile so far this year because I have vowed to myself to move up to 10 to 15 items a day, coming from last year at 7 to 10 items a day. However, I've already noticed that I'm in need of more goods to keep up with that demand. If I list 15 a day, sometimes there's days when I go to the bins and it's not as fruitful of a day as I want it to be. So that makes me, want to honestly source more clothing, as crazy as that is to say. I will say that going into clothing had me the most anxious about reselling because there's just so much of it. It's very overwhelming when you go to the bins and you're like, I want to source some clothing. And not to mention how many brands there are to learn in clothing. I mean, I've probably still only scraped the surface, even with just, clothing that I'm familiar with, even with just male-based clothing. There's stuff that I don't even know. But I am happy to say that our clothing piles are low. Our hard good death pile is low. So, it's a good and bad thing to have right now. The third thing is just being organized for the next day. This is a little thing, but just something for my brain, and it may help you, is to lay everything out that I'm going to list, or at least the majority of things that I'm going to list the night before the listing of the next day. So for example, here's my listing station right now for my hard goods. And I've got, just some books here, one PC video game. I've got this Walkman. I've got this DVD set, got this special plate thing here. These are all things that I am going to list today. So yeah, this is what I've been trying to do, is just lay stuff out and have it ready to go for the next day. That way I'm not scrambling around wondering what I'm going to list in the morning, or maybe, feel like putting off listing in the morning because I just get kind of anxious and and like, I don't know what I'm going to list today. I'm just going to put it off till later tonight, or just put it off altogether. And that's just not conducive to a good business model on eBay. And the fourth and last thing is just being more organized in general, making the workflow a little more smooth. Before, when I had my setup, you guys probably noticed how just cluttered it was with boxes in this corner over here. And it still kind of is. I'm still working on, you know, kind of organizing these boxes onto these shelves, but we've had the shelf sitting around. We didn't know what to do with it. So here it is. It's kind of housing boxes currently, but we're going to try to find a more efficient way to utilize this space. And Tuna may or may not help me with that project. I think she's already on it. But yeah, this is a slow project, as it is in the Thrift Dungeon altogether. It really has been such an uphill battle, because Zesty and I sort of just put a bunch of stuff down here and didn't think that we were going to utilize this space as a workspace. And now that we are utilizing it as a workspace, it makes me just want to get everything smooth and organized and just feel good about being down here and listing stuff and shipping stuff, and just feel better about the space in its entirety. Okay, guys, before we roll into the Goodwill Bins footage, though, comment down below. Let us know what you guys are changing in the new year, what you've already changed, what your goals are, what your future projections are. We would love to hear from you guys. Also, you can chat with us for free in our Discord. Dixon's, Pickens, and I, Marcus, we run a Discord channel together. It's completely free to join. Join like-minded people. Chat about whatever the heck you want. We don't care. It doesn't have to be all about reselling. It could be nerd collecting. It could be what you're eating for lunch that day. Just come hang out with us. The link is in the description down below. But yes, we would love to hear from you guys in the comment section as well. But with that out of the way, let's get into that beautiful bins footage. Okay, guys, it is a Wednesday morning, 9:40 a.m. The first rotation of the day starts at 10 a.m. at our Goodwill Bins, and there's already people inside, nobody lined up, really confused as to what is going on today. So let's get in here and see. Maybe they reverted to a different time change, or I don't know what's going on. This is weird. All right, let's get in here and see. It is weirdly quiet this morning. I think because they opened up the doors early and just really didn't tell anyone. So now I'm like probably, I don't know, maybe one of 25 people in here, 20 people in here. All right, well, I guess let's keep picking. Really have not found anything so far. Pop Solo, I don't know if that's anything good. Did find it at Boston Acoustics Power Supply. Boston Acoustics, just a really good name, so figured I'd take a shot on it. But yeah, we're like maybe one row deep though, so I have confidence that we could find a thing or two, hopefully here in the next couple rows. We're talking about, we might also go to clothes today as well. We need clothes. Rarely do you find a taped up box in here. It says CDs on the top. Let's see what it actually is. Oh, it is actually CDs. Anything good? Let's have a look. I see Barbra Streisand, Muddy Waters, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. So nothing too crazy, honestly. Striptease soundtrack. What the heck? Glenn Miller. Yeah, looks like that's good. What is this? Who is this? Dave Matthews Band. Maybe I'll try for that. If this Domino Rally was in better shape, I would totally be taking this. Comment down below if you remember Domino Rally. I remember the commercials so much. Cool game. A couple things I've grabbed off camera was this Spectrum monitor. It's super light too. That's also why I liked it, but did not find the power cord. Found this RCA phone. Just looked really nice, fancy. Also picked up this dance pad. It is a PS2 dance pad. I have like 3 or 4 of these at home in my death pile that I keep forgetting to list. But I am grabbing this because we just don't have very much today. Got a little mini drone. Got a Buzz Lightyear plush here. I'm just kind of feeling like a lot of bread and butter today, but yeah, let's just keep going and hope for maybe 1 or 2 bangers. Little external hard drive, 500 gigabytes, not really huge or anything. Might get us a few bucks. We'll see. Might be for personal use, who knows. All right, for sure pay dirt as long as it tests out, but we got a little Dymo printer here. I think this is the power adapter. I hope it is anyway. We're gonna find out. There's a lot in this wire pile to dissect, so I'm gonna get to work, guys. Okay, I found one half of the power supply. It does take a little standard 2-prong adapter there on the other side. I mean, we have those at home if we don't find it, but this is definitely good news. Got the power adapter. There is a data cable as well, but that's a super common adapter, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, that's freaking sweet. Let's keep digging through this. I still have yet to scratch the surface of this pile. Just got an Apple TV out of there. I mean, we're just kind of digging this little honey hole right now. That little power adapter is definitely a little bit unique. We probably have one at home, but still gonna check for that for sure. Nice little find there as well. Let's keep going. I mean, we're barely scratching the surface here, guys. Damn, I feel like somebody neglected this bin. Didn't want to look over here. Oh, there's just so much. There's just so much. I gotta use 2 hands, guys. Wii sensor bar, is that a hint of things to come? I might just take this whole wire pile if I can't get this out, because it's looking like it's pretty entangled in there. Oh no, guys. I can't leave a Wii sensor bar behind. I can't do it. So in true fashion, about this time, I go over to the shoes and hats section, and I just hope that somebody throws a pair of Hokas in front of me that they don't want, but that's not looking like the case today. We did pick up one hat so far, this Cubs hat. It definitely needs some love, but again, you know, you guys know me, a little oxy bath will hopefully bring this back to life. If it doesn't, we didn't spend a lot of time or energy into it. So we'll just keep going here and see what we can find. I didn't find anything more in that little electronics pile, but you know, maybe we take a sweet little back there and see if we can find some more later on. I don't know, we'll see. The last time I picked up some military style boots. I really striked out, but these are McRae's and look like they're in pretty solid shape. I want to say these are definitely military issue, but again, I'm not 100% sure. We did pick up an NRA hat that is actually NRA branded. They also say made in USA. Don't know if that's true or not, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Okay, let's not drop it, Ray. Let's not drop the product. John Deere hat that was John Deere branded as well. So feeling pretty good about our hat finds so far. Maybe we can find another shoe or two and call it a day. Maybe go over to the clothes. So like a tractor beam of light, I went towards the clothes. I picked like one bin, 1/4 of a bin, and then I just tractor beamed all the way over to media. We kind of digging through some people's throwbacks. We got Final Fantasy Advent Children on DVD, which is kind of neat. This will definitely sell in the booth, I feel like. Some sealed stuff, some games for the booth. This is sealed right here. I don't know, just kind of searching through, just finding some scraps that we can, of course, always list and ship easily, and that's definitely media. Yet again, I find a PC in the bins. They should not be here, according to the last person I talked to, but we're gonna go ahead and take this RAM because it might be worth a little bit. I doubt it, because this very much looks like an older system, but you know what? You never know. You never know. I'm gonna take this RAM and see. But yeah, no hard drive. There is a disk drive in there that's probably not worth anything. And otherwise, don't really feel anything crazy about it. Some people do take these processors and recycle them for the precious metals inside, but we're not gonna do that. We also don't have the tools for it right now anyway. Last thing I copped was this vintage Tupperware. Typically, I don't go after these like regular clear guys, but this was interesting because it had the dividers. Like, they actually have a name for it, divider rack, and I've never seen those before. I'm not sure if they're vintage or not. I'm definitely gonna have to text Zesty a picture of this and see if she wants it, but I mean, fairly clean, especially for a clear one. These clear ones get dirty all the time, so happy to have it. But yeah, let's get to work. So diving into the electronics after we kind of thinned out most of our media anyway. We got some hiding down there, but we got a little stack to keep right here. Trying to get ungated on Amazon to sell some DVDs there. But moving on to the electronics, we've got that hard drive that we found, not worth very much, about 10 bucks before shipping. We're gonna just wipe this clean and use it for our own personal. This phone right here I found in somebody's throwbacks. It was a Nokia 6655. It is actually brand new. new open box. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try for maybe 10 or 15 bucks, because it does come with a charger, the box, and all that good stuff. So I don't know, not very much money there. And then of course the RAM is pretty old. Maybe we just keep this for a future recycling project where we try to get some money for some old computer parts. This is one of those moments when you look up an item you've never looked up before and you're like, oh, there's only 6 listed, it must be bad. No, 6 listed, 129 sold on this RCA telephone. 99 with 15, 120 free, 140 with 13, $80 best, 90 with 15, 90 with 15, 90 with 15, 75 with 14. You get the point, guys. The only problem is I don't know where the power adapter is. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back and try to dig and see if we can get the power adapter. I mean, that's really the key component here. We do have the phone portion here, right there, in good condition. So yeah, definitely worth going back for. I'll keep you guys updated. We ended up finding our data cable, our power cable for the little Dymo label writer, little printer here. And comps sell-through rates looking really good. 60, or hold on, I'm sorry guys, let me back up one second here. 60 with 14, 65 with 10, 60 with 12, 60 with 9, 40 on bid with 12, 65 15, looking really good. I mean, it is in really good shape, guys. Like, I have no doubts that this will test out just fine. So really happy on this little score right here. Also, we already have one of these. We actually thrifted one a few months back. We actually use one of these for our antique mall booth, so we can print out labels at home. We don't have to do it at the store. Makes things a lot easier. But since we already have one, this one is going up for sale. So on the McRae boots, military style boots here, there were a ton of different variations, and upon further inspection, I just am not feeling the condition of these. I just think they're a little too rough. I think if these were in better condition, especially on like the toe box there, also the size, they are small. They're 7.5s. So if these were a better size, I would probably not care about the condition as much. But since they are just kind of a smaller size, they weigh a bit, I'm not going to take a shot on these. But if I found them otherwise in bigger size, same condition, I'd take these all day. 40, 50 bucks. Did pick up a couple tapes while I was scrounging through the media. Got myself an ABBA Arrival and Little Richard Original Rock and Roll cassette. I don't think the Little Richard will be huge money. I don't think the ABBA will be either, but either way, I think they're good, solid booth ads. We've been selling a ton. I don't know if I've ever looked so hard for a AC power adapter cable that I am looking for this phone right now. I found a bunch that fit the port but don't match the output needed, which is 10 volt DC at 500 milliamps. This is so frustrating because I don't remember exactly where I picked it up. I didn't film the bin that I picked it up out of. I know a general time frame, and I'm trying to retrace my steps into remembering. Trying to remember where I picked this freaking phone up. Oh my gosh. I mean, worst case scenario, we do order one off the internet, but I'd rather not do that. All right, we did it. We did it. We had to do it. It was just under 20 bucks, but if we're gonna sell this thing for like 100, I'm okay with it. Okay, I found a 500 milliamp adapter. Just, this isn't the actual one that belongs to it, but it obviously works. We're gonna take this. We're gonna cancel our eBay order. Heck yeah, let's go. All right, y'all, we made out under $20 today, and it's still raining, so I'm gonna hurry up, get to the car. We can review the haul when we get back home. All right, y'all, back here in the thrift dungeon. Let's go through this haul really quick. Tupperware Zesty did approve of this. I hope I make her proud. She is working right now, or else I would get her approval right now. But yeah, I feel like, you know, these little inserts, the racks are harder to come by than the actual container itself. We ended up with 2 Blu-rays for trade, 1 CD for sale at the booth. Actually, I'm sorry, this is also a Blu-ray. It was in a black case though. Got 3 sealed DVDs to hopefully sell on Amazon when that time comes. Ended up with 4 hats today. Yes, our hat pile is getting very, very big. And yes, we will take care of it soon, I promise. The only one we really didn't show was this Harley Davidson Harley girl right here. It is Harley Davidson branded, but it is also specific to St. Louis on the back here. But that doesn't bother me because the Harley scene in St. Louis is pretty prevalent. So I don't think we'll have any problem selling that. We got Pittsburgh Pirates right here. We got the NRA, which we showed you earlier, the John Deere as well, which was John Deere branded. And the very first hat we picked up was this little Cubs hat. Definitely needs some cleaning. Going to go throw this in an oxy bath soon enough. We got that little phone that we're going to sell for maybe 10 to 15 bucks. We got the Dymo printer, which will go around 50 to 60. And the last two items for resale is the phone. I'm so glad we found that charger. I mean, I was going to spend 20 bucks on one and ended up finding it for, you know, probably $1.50 or so. And also I did take the Apple TV, but I forgot to find the power cord. So womp womp on that. Alrighty, y'all, and with that little haul out of the way, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. We'd really love to hear from you. Hit that sub button if you hadn't hit that sub button before, and like the video if you like the video. Costs you nothing to do. We'd really appreciate it. And we will see you guys hopefully in the Discord soon, maybe in the comment section soon, whatever that may be. We would love to hear from you guys. We'd love to create and talk, you know, about our community, have it grow, and just get all you guys together and just share information and share whatever's cool. We'd really love it. Alrighty, guys, we will see you later on the next grab.